times 4. According to Flawed Mangos, Anomaly 4 is the last chapter in the Anomaly series. Although it is sad to see this series go, it had to end eventually. In my opinion, the Anomaly series featured some of the best Flawed Mangos music I have ever heard from him. It was definitely a wild ride. Anyway, as I have said for the previous 2 Anomaly reviews, the release order is strange. Disc 1 contains the 3 new songs off of Anomaly 4, Disc 2 contains the songs off of Anomaly 3, Disc 3 contains the songs off of Anomaly 2, and Disc 4 contains the songs off of Anomaly 1. So, what I will do is that I will rate the 3 new songs in Disc 1 of Anomaly 4. Then I am going to average it out with the 3 previous ratings I have given to the 3 previous Anomalies, which are just Disc 2, 3, and 4, and then I am going to give a final rating to Anomaly 4, which is basically the entire Anomaly series combined. Starting with the first song of Anomaly 4, which is called Medulla. Out of all of the introductions to the pieces of the Anomaly series, I do think Medulla is most likely the best one in my opinion. Absolution was bright, playful, and it played it rather safe since it used the kill switch style of guitar playing that Flawed Mangos typically uses. Dawn Chorus was technical and beautiful as it sounded like a sunset. Butterfly Effect sounded really beautiful and utterly cinematic. Medulla is a completely different scenario though. This song does not use any kill switch style of guitar playing. It has this rowdy, dark, and bittersweet energy to it. The song starts off in a corrupted sounding manner, kind of like an analog horror, and then you hear this whining that persists throughout the entire beginning. You eventually start hearing this guitar melody which sounds really nice and old school. This other guitar melody starts playing along with the original melody, then the whining higher in pitch to signify that something is coming. Then the percussion comes in and it is so wild. The percussion is probably a very good thing throughout this entire piece of the Anomaly series. It is so interesting because the patterns sound so unique and kind of staggered in a way, yet constant. Because once the percussion comes in, the guitar starts roaring in power and then it eventually settles down to a point where the percussion is playing and then you have this really nice guitar melody playing. Throughout the middle of the song, this guitar melody remains constant and it is the sonic representation of bittersweetness in my opinion. Eventually, coming to the end of this song, this loud electric guitar distorts itself to power up the song, and then the percussion starts to change its pattern to be more quick and relentless in a way. You end up hearing these bells chime in the song as it is about to end. This all happens while the electric guitar is just screaming very longly in the background. Then Medulla ends pretty abruptly. I am not sure how to feel about the abrupt ending. I probably would have preferred it if it faded out, kind of like a retro song, but honestly, it really shows the chaotic and rowdy nature of the song really well. It was quick, bittersweet, dark, wild. Stain is the second song of Anomaly 4, and this is a pretty interesting piece. You see, Stain is not even a new song. This is actually an old riff that Flawed Mangos had cooked up since January of last year. Flawed Mangos actually released a clip of this riff and never released it until now. I remember listening to it back then and hoping that he would release the full song soon, but it never came until now. Here is what the original version of the song sounded like. Compared to the original clip, the official version of Stain has been lowered in pitch and it has so much more instrumentation. Stain plays it rather safe compared to the rest of Anomaly 4 because it uses a kill switch riff unlike the rest of the extended play. However, the rest of the instrumentation is rather untraditional compared to the grand scheme of the music that Flood Mungos usually makes. You hear these cymbals in the first minute of the song play in the background while the main kill switch riff is playing, and it sounds really sad. A minute into the song, the percussion fully kicks in and it has this steady rhythm to it while the main kill switch riff continues playing. The song also gains this sort of ambiance in a way. Then after some time, the main kill switch riff goes away and the percussion changes in pattern. While the percussion is kind of destabilizing in a way, another kill switch riff comes in. This new kill switch riff sounds more bold but monotonous in a way. Eventually, at the same time that this kill switch riff fizzles out, the percussion steadies and then you hear this chill guitar melody play to end the song. Overall, Stain is a pretty chill song with some nice energy to it. It also sounds pretty sad in a way, which I kind of like. Stain then sonically links into the final song of Anomaly 4, which is called Palindrome. I will admit that this sonic link is nowhere near as seamless as some of the other ones in the Anomaly series. My favorite one personally was the one between Butterfly Effect and Revelation. Palindrome is a song with lyrics, and since this is a shoegaze song, I had trouble decoding the lyrics to this song because Flood Mungos did not even release the lyrics to this song, and the instrumental is blaring over his singing in the song, so I had trouble. He seems to be talking about the hopelessness of life and how scared he can be, which is a good meaning for a song in my opinion. The song starts off with this fast-paced but rather quiet guitar melody, then the rhythm slows down, which then leads to the percussion kicking in, which leads to this beginning breakdown of the song, which sounds intense. The main guitar melody is so powerful and the percussion is so nice. You end up hearing this ambiance as well, which adds to the dreamy feeling and the intensity of the song overall. Eventually, the song de-intensifies and you end up hearing the voice of Flood Mungos sing, and then as the final verse is about to kick in, the percussion fully kicks in yet again, the main melody of the guitar returns, and then the song overall re-intensifies to the feeling it had in the beginning when it was doing that breakdown, while Flood Mungos is singing the final part of the song. Then he finishes singing for the rest of the song, and the song slows down into this slow interlude, almost to a standstill. Eventually, the song sounds like it completely stops, then the main melody kicks back in with an easy sort of character to it. Then the song starts speeding up and intensifying again so hard. The percussion speeds up as well, and now the song is in its original rhythm that it was in the beginning of the song. The song goes from fast, slow, fast again. And the ending part of this song is so bloody intense. You also hear it slowly but surely distorting and corrupting itself into the end to further intensify it. Eventually, the percussion ends and the electric guitar plays this single note, and it sounds super distorted or corrupted at this point in the song. Eventually, the song is ending and the guitar does this final horrific scream before everything just ends off, and it sounds like the entire song is just powering down in a way. Overall, I think Palindrome is practically the perfect ending to the Anomaly series. It sounds intense. It is so purely powerful. The ending is ominous, corrupted, and kind of horrific in a way. In my opinion, Anomaly 4 is the best part of the Anomaly series, and I do commend Flood Mungos for playing it so unsafe with this part. Overall, the entire Anomaly series is so surprising to hear from Flood Mungos, and I genuinely just love this part of his music. All of these songs are better and so much more high in quality compared to some of his older stuff. Even though I still love going back to his older stuff, this new stuff that he has made is so magical and wild. The entire Anomaly series now holds a close place in my heart, to be honest. Every single song in this series has its own instant identity because of how unique Flood Mungos has made them. I rated Anomaly 1, which is disc 4 of Anomaly 4, 91%. I rated Anomaly 2, which is disc 3 of Anomaly 4, an 89%. I rated Anomaly 3, which is disc 2 of Anomaly 4, a 93%. I am now rating disc 1 of Anomaly 4, which is the 3 new songs off of Anomaly 4, 95%. The overall rating, when you average it out, is 92%. However, since Anomaly 4 basically encompasses the entire Anomaly series, I have to give credit where credit is due. This entire series has been such a wild, bloody ride, and Flood Mungos has consistently released banger after banger, to be honest. I would listen to this entire series over and over again and again. There is so much replayability value to the entire series, and for that I have to add 2 more additional points to the entire series, therefore giving the entire Anomaly series a final rating of 94%. If you have finished this video and watched up until this part, I thank you for watching it, and I hope Flood Mungos ends up seeing this. If you have watched my 3 previous videos on the Anomaly series, thank you for coming along for the ride. Please listen to the music yourself. This stuff is genuinely magical to me, and I hope it is magical to you as well. Anyway, I am the old one, and I am logging out. Stay alive.